Welcome back, folks. All right, we've got a new COVID outbreak. Of course, all the health officials excited about that. Mpox. We're making vaccines for a bird flu that really has hardly infected any humans yet. Is there a lockdown in our future? Or the health administration starting to get ready to do something to the American people again? I thought we'd bring in the extraordinary world-renowned cardiologist and epidemiologist, as well as the chief scientific officer at the Wellness Company, one of our great sponsors here at Just the News and Real America's Voice, Dr. Peter McCullough. Doctor, good to have you back on.
Thank you.
All right. There's an awful lot of hysteria in the media and in the public health sector. Are you worried about any of these current viruses? And is there a danger, even despite risk, that they might do something more emergency oriented?
Well, with COVID, virtually every American's had the illness now, so their characteristically second and third infection is this mild. It's a very mild strain, the JN1 strains divided into KP2, KP3. Through April of this year, only 1.6% of Americans taking boosters. The vaccines can't be having an impact. In fact, mass vaccinations probably prolonged the pandemic by promoting these resistant strains.
Insane.
What other health issues are we going to have to deal with? And, I know when COVID came around, there was an opportunity for there to be a health initiative that the government, I think, missed. What should the American people be doing in the face of, and I guess I'll use the term threats, of some other type of epidemic?
Right. So, COVID, monkeypox, and bird flu are all, resulting from gain of function research. These are not natural viruses now. They've been manipulated in biolabs as potential biological threats. So people have to be on guard. We've learned that almost all of these viruses come through the nose and mouth, so we need good nasal sprays and gargles. Iodine or xylitol-based sprays and gargles are very, very important. We've learned that vitamin D is actually protective. Everybody should be on good doses of vitamin D. I advise 10,000 units a day, plus K2. Immune boosting supplements, very important. Look for immune boosting supplements. We need some protection out there. And then, of course, to be ready with pharmaceuticals if someone gets sick.
All right, we're now in the process of the government funding another mRNA vaccine against in this case, a virus that really hasn't attacked humans in any serious way yet. Is mRNA technology for this next virus, or is this something that could create further problems for health and public health?
Messenger RNA technology has been a complete disaster. We can't shut off this genetic code once it's injected in the body, no matter what protein it produces. To make matters worse, the Japanese have just approved a self-replicating messenger RNA vaccine, that the vaccine itself would replicate itself in the body. And Gates Foundation, CEPI, other organizations are actually developing self-replicating messenger RNAs for bird flu. Moderna has an influenza messenger RNA vaccine. All of these are likely to be far more dangerous than traditional vaccines. I think we should put a moratorium on messenger RNA, go back to the beginning, figure out its fundamental preclinical profile and why they're so dangerous.
Yeah.
Dr. McCullough, what about some of these pre-COVID vaccines? Because I walked into CVS yesterday and I was bombarded by posters about the flu vaccine. I've never gotten one, but is it something that people should consider? And if so, what type of people?
Pharmacies are offering flu, COVID, and RSV vaccines at once. Now, they've never been tested for safety, giving them all at once. I'm afraid of severe reactions. The COVID-19 vaccines at this point in time, many have called for them to be removed from the market, including World Council for Health, Association of American Physicians and Surgeons, Florida Surgeon General Joe Ladapo says do not use Pfizer or Moderna. If one's going to take a vaccine, it would be Novavax. The RSV vaccine for adults is not compelling. Fewer than 1% of us would ever get RSV. It's easily treated with nebulizers. Children, about half of babies get RSV, but again, treated with nebulizers. We have advanced therapies if needed. And then finally, influenza. Most recent reports, less than 50% theoretical protection. It's hardly worth it. We have 4 approved drugs to treat influenza, secondary antibiotics. Many people are doing what you're doing, is actually going without any of these vaccines.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Doctor, this is something I've been experiencing even myself when I go to my own pharmacy. There's a lot more shortages or delays, and even really traditional prescription drugs. It's getting worse and worse. Now we got pharmacies closing in certain neighborhoods. How big a deal is this? And tell us a little bit about what the Wellness company is doing to help people be better prepared for these shortages.
Rosemary Gibson wrote China RX. China completely controls the drug supply to the United States. People need to have some drugs at home ahead of time in case we're in a crunch. There is where the Wellness company provides 4 adult kits, giving the pharmacopoeia that's needed to handle common infections like bronchitis, bladder infections, yeast infections, nausea, vomiting. There's an emergency kit to be used out in the wilderness. Now there's a children's kit, including an EpiPen. One of these kits is far less expensive than a trip to the urgent care or emergency department. And then you have the drugs ahead of time. They're long-lasting, packaged the right way from the Wellness company pharmacy.
Yeah, an amazing product.
Yeah, Dr. McCullough, you are so well respected in the medical community, but I think you're pretty well respected up on Capitol Hill as well. And as we were kind of winding down from COVID, I know that there were a lot of members of Congress who were paying attention to what you were saying. Do you think that the next time this COVID stuff rolls around, maybe it's something else and they try to change the voting apparatus, they try to change laws? Do you think that members on Capitol Hill are better equipped to fight against that?
They are, both on the House and the Senate side. They've had inquiries. They're well aware. I've testified both in the House and the Senate. If Trump actually gets in office, Robert F. Kennedy would be well positioned to be HHS secretary. We've got to bring in experts who know how to treat patients, know these drugs and vaccines inside out. And Americans need to be reassured that they can trust their public health officials and their government once again.
Yeah, so important. Well, we know Congress is getting a little bit better prepared. We also know we can get better prepared if we just take advantage of that incredible offer that you've made at the Wellness Company. Folks, go to twc.health/justnews. Use the promo code JustNews. You're going to get 10% off any of those great kits. Dr. McCullough, we are forever grateful for your great advice and now for all the innovation you're bringing to the medical community today. Great to have you on the show today.